But first, we continue our in-depth coverage of Irene's impact. It's been 3 days since Irene swept through our area. A lot of people are still without power. National Grid is telling us some people may not get power back until next Monday.
We just checked a short time ago, and more than 100,000 people are still without power in Rhode Island, most in Providence and Kent counties.
And there are still 28,000 customers in the dark in Bristol County, Massachusetts. Most of them are in Attleboro.
Meanwhile, most Providence schools, well, they started classes today, but some school districts have delayed the start of the school year because they still do not have power.
Eyewitness News reporter Sean Daly is standing by live with more on the power situation. But first, we're joined live on the phone by David Graves from National Grid. Hi, David. Can you hear us?
I can hear you, Patrick.
Where are the areas right now with the most homes without power?
Well, it continues to be Warwick, Cranston, Bristol, the Coventry, if I'm not mistaken. It's pretty widespread. Number of counties, towns in South County as well. We do have crews in every community making restorations, and just looking at your numbers there, actually we're down to about 101,000 without power, and we hope to get under the 100,000 mark this afternoon.
Now, I know that you had mentioned earlier you were hoping to have power restored by the weekend, but now we're seeing some people may not get their power back until next Monday. And we're hearing from some people who tell us they're frustrated and angry, and they want to know, why is it taking so long to get to them?
Because of the thousands of trees that have come down, the numbers of miles of line that have come down, the 160 plus poles that have come down, and all of the equipment on those poles, transformers, power lines, insulators, all of the things that need to be put back up and before the service can be restored. In some communities, they're still clearing streets to allow access to those streets. We do have now on our website estimated restoration times for just about every community in Rhode Island, so that people will be able to plan. And again, we have additional outside crews that are coming in during the course of the day from outside of the region to add to the crews that are already on the road. We've held municipal calls today with the towns. That was at 11 o'clock this morning, to brief them on where we are as far as restorations are concerned. We've talked to the school departments as well, and one of our goals today is to get power to those remaining schools in the state that do not have power. Also to make sure that all of our main circuit lines and are energized, as are important facilities like pumping stations. We're going to continue to refine those estimated restoration times so that there's clearer understanding for everybody as to just exactly what's going on and when they can get their power back up.
All right, well, David Graves, thank you for joining us for that update. And certainly many local communities have several big pockets of people without power, including the East Bay.
Eyewitness News reporter Sean Daly is live in Barrington now with more on how people in that town are coping with the blackout. Sean.
Yes, Patrick and Danielle, we are here in Barrington, where, as you say, many people are still without power, and where the evidence of why is everywhere. It's almost a mathematical formula by now. Irene plus trees plus electrical lines equals power outages, which when prolonged equal frustration and even anger. Day 4, and still for thousands among us, life remains harder than usual. Frustration is morphing into anger.
When I talked to National Grid several times, they're giving out a date of September 5th. That's outrageous.
It feels, and I could be wrong, I have no official information, but it feels like there's no plan, like they don't know. They keep assessing.
And the frustration of throwing out hundreds and probably thousands of dollars worth of food.
Remarkably, a few of the powerless are finding power in community.
You know, a lot of acts of kindness, which, is what it really is all about.
So in some ways, not having something, power, is giving you something.
Yeah, it's reconnecting with the neighborhood.
If I weren't angry, I wouldn't be standing here in this ridiculous outfit being interviewed. But it doesn't matter. I don't have power, so I can't see this anyway. I am very angry. I cannot imagine why it would take this long.
Day 4, and the anger is building. Live in Barrington with the East Bay Mobile Newsroom, Sean Daly, Eyewitness News.